You guys are on holiday, right? So what's your trip been like right now that's different from other times you've been around?
Some people came to this trip to create content, but to me, I came looking for answers. And one of those answers was, I came to see if Nigeria is for me. That was where my head was at. And I'm also searching for answers for certain personal things, and I found my answers. And they're the answers I was looking for. Yeah.
No, well, this is the first time that I'm not coming back because of a man. Yeah, most times it's always a vacation and a familycation, and
Right.
family was like, let's say 5% as to 95 of the man.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been eye-opening too, like Anita said.
I feel I'm here for a reason, and I'm not sure what it is yet, but I have learned a lot so far. And I like Nigeria.
100%.
I definitely like Nigeria, and I definitely plan to come back.
This episode is gonna be so dope. It's lit as hell, can you tell? I know I can. I mean, I'm the one that recorded it, so I know, but still, it feels different. Something about it, I don't know, maybe it's the fact that for the first time ever, it's me and 3 women at the same time. Some would say that's menage a trois, but in podcasts, that's just the trident of good vibes and good energy. But you know what? Let me take you guys back to the beginning. March is International Women's Month, right? In fact, last week was International Women's Day. But rather than pander and post meaningless praise to placate women's egos, I decided to do what I do best: have a conversation. And there's few things I enjoy doing more than talking to women, as in, deep woke womanizer. But that's a story for another day. This episode, I sat down with 3 friends, 3 gorgeous girls. No, goddesses. Anita, Fanene, and Vanessa. Each from different tribes, living abroad in different cities, and doing different things with their lives. They were in Abuja on holiday in July 2021, if I'm correct, when this opportunity for this episode came up. Here's the story. Vanessa and I have been friends for 4 years now, but one random evening, she introduced me to Anita and Fanene at Vintage Cafe, which also happens to be the location of the eventual podcast. And after spending 15 minutes with them, I knew I wanted the specific feminine energy and vibe on the young god. I wanted to pick the pretty brains of these pretty babes, who are right on the cusp of goddesshood. I wanted to see the world through their eyes and maybe hold up a mirror to them as well. And bruh, things were said. Everything was in alignment because these women understood the assignment. So honest, so open. Their personalities on display in an authentic way. The gist was legit, the tea was sweet, and the chemistry was elite. We covered friendship, colorism, men, mental health, slut-shaming, work, and workplace racism. So many topics that the conversation had to be broken down into like 3 or 4 episodes. But for now, enjoy side A and side B with these amazing women and keep an open mind. And while you're here, don't forget to follow the podcast on IG at The Young God Pod and Twitter at I Am The Young God. My name is Rodney Omalkache, and you're welcome to The Young God, a podcast for goddesses. Because it's Women's Month. So ladies, I am in good company right now. How are they?
No, I'm just really excited. We'll get to be in the podcast. I'm like,
Oh yeah? We are at Vintage Cafe today for a very special episode. An episode which I did not think, I did not plan. Usually I plan these things, but I always leave space for spontaneous things to happen with people I've never met or never thought of, interacting with in this way. But as fate will have it, here we are, and I intend to make this one a motherfucking banger. Are you with me? Can we do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah.
So please, from my left, introduce yourself,
Okay.
who you are, what you do, your age, very important.
Okay, so hi. My name is Anita. I am a content creator, a travel, lifestyle, and fashion content creator, or an influencer. I don't mind the term. I'm also a Pinterest educator and creator. So I just teach small businesses and other creators how to scale their businesses using Pinterest and to just tap into more marketing with lesser funds. So that's what I do. And I'm 26. Going to be 27 next week.
I didn't know Pinterest had a thing like that.
If you are a content creator and your goal is to, inspire people or to give them solutions to their answers, you want to be on Pinterest because basically it's like a room where everyone is interested in what you're selling. Yeah, so I kind of stumbled on it a couple years ago. I didn't take it too serious till let's say 2019. And then 2020 happened with the pandemic and Pinterest decided to go from just being a platform where you dump your content to being a platform that was intentional with the creators. So they reached out to me. We talked about,
Pinterest reached out to you? Really?
Pinterest a couple times, yeah. No, it's an amazing platform.
You know what? I gotta do something real quick. Let me describe for the listeners what these babes have on. Okay, so Anita, the Pinterest babe, is in a how do you describe this, please?
I don't know, it's like a white and blue two-piece. It is from TMO International. I've been very intentional wearing Nigerian brands only.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a blue and white two-piece.
Okay.
Just chill for the back.
Okay.
So I am Fanene. I'm 27. I'm in a phase right now where when someone asks me, what do you do? I don't tell them about work because that's not important to me. 100%. I can tell you I bake because I like baking. It's not a big business yet, but that's something I genuinely like doing. I don't genuinely like working for my employers, so I would definitely not say anything about that. What I'm wearing a two-piece from my cousin that I actually just bought yesterday. A two-piece cheetah up and down.
Leopard print.
Leopard print, thank you very much. I told myself I actually would never wear animal prints, but being biased when it's doing this today. Yeah, I hate it.
Really?
I hate it.
I was just gonna say about baking, right?
Yeah.
My issue with baking.
You have beef.
I have beef with baking.
I have beef with it.
My beef with baking, and see the irony there, beef and baking, but I like that anyway. My beef with baking is that it's so precise.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like the timing, the temperature, and every teaspoon has to be so precise. If not, if you're trying to get croissant, you get puff.
100%.
You get it has to be. So I just said, you know what? I prefer other aspects of cooking that allow for flair and finesse. Like if you're in a bad mood, you can't bake because you're gonna bake some other, devil pastry.
So I'm Vanessa, and I'm 27. And I'm currently unemployed, which I'm enjoying because I'm starting my master's in September.
There's rubbish in our faces that you're enjoying unemployment.
I am. It's really fun.
Let somebody who is actually unemployed listening they'll be pressed. Like, we want a job and this baby's out here enjoying unemployment.
There's a time for everything.
100%.
Please describe your outfit, please. Let them know what unemployed women wear.
Wow. Okay. I'm wearing a t-shirt and
Black chiffonish gypsy skirt.
yeah, but actually not a skirt though.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, but it's just really like free and open, so it looks like a skirt as well. Yeah, and this is actually a Mecca's t-shirt.
Okay.
That's my brother.
Oh. I didn't know.
You didn't know? I didn't know that he made t-shirts.
No, he didn't
it's
make
his
it.
shirt.
It's his shirt.
Oh!
Yeah.
So you just be taking his shirts, that's what you do?
Oh yeah, I've had it for a while.
And he knows.
Emeka.
Emeka.
Oh! Yes, he knows.
Well, he should.
He should. So here's the tea. Vanessa had 2 brothers. The eldest one passed away about a decade ago. 2011, if I'm not mistaken. That's Emeka. That's who she's referring to. That's whose shirt she's wearing. She has a sentimental attachment to him and his things. It's a whole other story, but that's what's going on there. So the entire time, I thought she was referring to the younger one. Phew, that could have been awkward. But good vibes always prevail. Now let's find out where they are mentally. Where are you guys mentally, each of you? Anita, let me hear from you. Where are you mentally?
Where am I mentally? Compared to where I've been in the past years, I'm in a very good place. That's number one. Number two, I'm in a place where I'm just really, really trying my best to enjoy life and myself. But I'm in a good place. Compared to, if you had asked me in 2019, you probably have gotten a very sad and dark story. But right now, my outlook is a lot more optimistic. I'm more excited for the future. I'm more open to change, which for a Virgo is very, it's not easy. It's not easy. So yeah, no, it's a good place. It's a good place.
How about you, Fanene?
Where am I mentally? Sister's tired. Not even going to lie. I'm going to sit down here and form I'm happy 100% or even up to like 80% because that's not the case. I'm tired and I thought this vacation would be a solution, but apparently not. So now I'm just waiting for it to run over so I can go back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing instead of wasting my time here.
So we know that she's in a complicated place right now. She's tired. Sister's tired. She's exhausted. And it's showing on your face. Vanessa, how about you? Where are you
I'm in a
mentally?
good place.
In a good place.
Very, 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 very good place.
Okay. So at least it's not totally dark in here.
Just one person.
Just one person. So how do you guys meet? What's your friendship story like? What's the...
We met in biology class. Yeah.
Oh, now you agree, but
We was biology class though.
what you said the other day? I said it outside.
But babes, it was still biology. We went in biology class. From what I remember, I think I met you through Viv. It was summer, because that's summer of 2013,
100%.
right? Because I came in summer of 2013, bio class, outside the class or after the class. That's what I remember. And then we just kind of went from there. Yeah.
And this is what year? Like high school?
No, beginning of university.
Yeah, so first year.
In Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we met in high school, capital time.
Can I say how I met this babe?
Oh my
Please.
goodness.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
This babe came to Capital Science just one. I could not stop hearing there's one fine girl that's around. One fine girl. I say I must see this fine girl.
Oh my goodness.
So I had to go and look at the fine girl, but I didn't talk to her then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how we started talking though.
I don't know.
But I know you just sit on like, oh, okay, that's the person. Then you continue going. That was my first thing
Right.
with Vanessa.
Interesting. How about you guys, Vanessa and Anita?
Well, I'm meeting her this holiday through Fanene.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
met you was there. No, that wasn't the day. It was the second day. First day was at the club.
Screw me.
Okay, so you guys are on holiday, right? So what's your trip been like right now that's different from other times you've been around?
Well, I haven't been around since what?
Since
2012. That went back in 9 years. So honestly, this trip, I didn't come to this trip. I mean, to some people I came to this trip to create content, but to me, I came looking for answers. And one of those answers was, because we talk about this all the time, like, where are you going to spend the rest of your years? Like, what's next for you? And I came to see if Nigeria is for me. That was where my head was at. And this trip has been different because one, it's not just a trip where I'm on vibes and I'm just enjoying myself. It's a trip where I'm having to see people, I'm having to reconnect with people, and I'm also searching for answers for certain personal things. And I found my answers, and they're the answers I was looking for. Yeah, but this trip has been different because I think it's been mostly about connecting than just doing. And when I go on vacation, I'm typically just doing things. Like when I travel, I say I like to explore and connect with the people, but it's not quite the same. But here, I've had more intentional conversations. I've had more difficult conversations. I've had to, it's just been more about taking myself out of the equation and fitting people in.
So you figured that this place is not for you?
I don't think Nigeria is for me, honestly, and I hate it. I hate that it's not for me because this is where I grew up. I feel kind of out of place, but it's not an out of place that I'm ashamed of. You know when you feel like you stick out like a tongue, but I feel like, okay, I know I'm different, but I'm happy with myself. So I just know that Nigeria is not for me. There are certain things that I've seen that I'm like, I'm not built for this. Or the age where I could have probably fit in have passed. Like the age where I would have been able to manage and understand these things has passed. I'm just not about this anymore.
Okay, how about you?
Well, this is the first time that I'm not coming back because of a man. Yeah, most times it's always a vacation and a familycation, and
right.
family was like, let's say 5% as to 95 of the man.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been eye-opening too, like Anita said. Eye-opening in the sense that I too was wondering if I would move back, but I don't think my feelings on that are firm, like 100% yet, just because there's a possibility that things can be better. There's a possibility that things could change in the future, right? And that's just the fact. The only thing that has guided me this trip is just how backward we are as a country, and how much work we would have to do to reach certain levels that you might be used to. Yeah, that thing. I feel like just an eye opener of okay, even if you're coming back home, you really can't complain. Yeah, because you are very much aware of how this is totally different from where you're coming from.
And to add to that, that's one thing I've been very conscious of, because it's to me, it's important to come into this space and be complaining about everything. Because this is how people live their lives. You're just a visitor here. So I've just been very, if I feel like it should go left and it goes right here, I'm going to go right, because I'm just a visitor here and there's not much we can do about it.
My main thing this holiday is, I feel like it has highlighted how impatient Nigerians are, and I hate that I'm generalizing. But every day, similar examples, and the common thing is lack of patience. Lack of patience, always looking for like a short way out, looking for shortcuts, lack of patience. And we come from a system where process is process, you get? So it's very, like, can you just wait till it's your turn? Definitely in the future, I know I'm going to come back. I mean, I want lots of property here. I see the investment possibilities here. It's just living, long-term living. I think 3 weeks was my max, but apparently 3 weeks is not the max, so it has to reduce the weeks to some days. I'm over this structure.
I literally vlogged that, like in my vlog, I was like, maybe my next trip in like 2 weeks.
I'm over it already, and it's so sad. Coming from, I used to spend 3 months, 2 months, the time keeps on decreasing. Now a week, and I'm already like, I hate that I sound like that Nigerian that complains about Nigeria, but man, it is what it is right now.
I guess even at that, you're not even in the mental space anyway right now to even really appreciate or
everything around me, right?
No.
Like I came for the vibes, the food. Honestly, I'm like, you know what? It's me in my bedroom right now. I'm gonna sleep. Because I have lots of work waiting for me when I get back. So I might as well start sleeping from now, because it will not still be enough for the work that awaits me. And I feel like that's also what's causing like a little bit of anxiety in me right now, because a lot of things are not settled when I go back that I have to start settling. And it's just, I mean, this vacation is you're really lying to yourself. Because I'm trying to remove myself from that mentality of you're lying to yourself and actually vacate. I don't know if that's the right. Actually vacate, but it's not been easy.
So it's very difficult for you to be in the moment right now.
It's very difficult for me to be in the moment because I mean, I have access to my online banking. I have access to a lot of things.
Girl, they locked me out. So I don't know if
So I know, like, okay, like you're spending money, you know, I mean, I'm making money because it's a paid vacation. But it still doesn't feel like I am gaining. It feels like I'm just in losses right now.
Really?
Yes.
How about you, Vanessa? What's your trip been like so far? Being back in Nigeria.
It's been good. It's been good. Obviously I didn't plan to stay this long, but I'm here by force. So I feel I'm here for a reason, and I'm not sure what it is yet, but I have learned a lot so far. And I like Nigeria.
100%.
I definitely like Nigeria, and I definitely plan to come back.
Oh, you like Abuja, you mean?
I like Abuja.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
much
yes.
better. Yeah, I like Abuja, and I can see myself living here for sure. I've always seen myself living here, and being in London is just something I needed to do in my 20s, just to get it out of my system. And I mean, I'll still go back for 2, 3. However, yeah, who knows, but I think I definitely will be coming back soon.
You know what you and Anita have in common?
What?
Anita came back for questions and to get answers, and you came back to get some answers.
Yeah.
See, but I didn't know I was coming back for an answer, because like I've always known I would move back to Nigeria. Like it calls me. Like it's not even that I want to be in Nigeria, but it's calling me. It's more like it's not a choice. It's like you need to be here. Enjoy your time in London, but you're coming back. You need to be here.
I don't like what that feels like.
Yeah, because it's like it's not even like it doesn't feel like it's my decision. The same way I keep saying a lot of things have not been my decision lately. Like if it's calling me, I'm like I need to answer that call. And
She sounds like she's most in the moment with all of this.
I am really. This is the most I've been in the moment ever in my whole life.
Yeah?
Yeah. Before old Vanessa, I was always in the past or the future. I didn't know what the present was. I really didn't. I was always in the past or the future. But now I'm always in the present, and then I can visit the past or the future, but I'm aware of it and I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, you're going to the past for a few minutes or an hour, but like make sure you're still. That's how I'm like.
Mad.
You know.
Especially with what Fanene described, it's like, you're in that place where in a couple of years you could look back at this moment and feel like it was like a blur.
100%.
Like you weren't really there for
it. My life
it.
has been a blur for the long part of it. I don't know. That's something maybe my therapist will hear when I eventually do. But it's not something that I feel comfortable talking.
Time for a shameless plug. I don't do this full time, even though many think I do. When I'm not podcasting, I'm solving creative problems for my clients. I develop brands, I coach, consult, and offer creative direction. And I am damn good at it too. My unique point of view can be a real asset. Whether you're rebranding, you need a marketing strategy, you need communications for a campaign, I'm that guy. To see my work or book a consultation, shoot me an email, avocreative.ng@gmail.com. avocreative.ng@gmail.com. Let's make magic together. Here's something that I heard you guys speak about the other day that was very, very interesting. You mentioned, Fanene, that one thing that you appreciate now that wasn't the case before was the fact that you don't have eyes looking at you or your outfits as much
100%.
as you did last time.
Yes. I want to thank all the bad bitches of Nigeria. You made this moment possible for us.
Wear your PLTs.
I even had this conversation with my older sister, right? Because she's married. And like, I'm very comfortable with shorter clothes. Like, that's my go-to. The longer clothes is not very me. And I was like wearing like this denim short, and I was just like, are you gonna go out like that? I'm like, yeah. Like, people aren't even looking at me. And I feel very comfortable here. If I didn't feel comfortable, I would change.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. So even when we went out yesterday too, she was like, wear your short dress. You look hot. Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, but no, I really thank the girls who have actually braved because I know it wasn't pleasant.
And also fashion brands for collaborating with influencers here.
Yeah.
I feel like that's also something that has increased a shower clothes plenty.
I love it.
We need it because I feel like I'm not a huge fan of people telling me what to wear in any scenario. I'm not a huge fan of it, so I probably would have been a lot sadder in this trip if I had to dress a certain way just to please people around me. Exactly, because back home I don't wear this much. I was like, this is TMI, bro. This is most I've worn panties in a long, long time. And it's been a journey. So I'm not, I probably wouldn't have had a good time if I had to wear any suits everywhere.
I picked that because a lot of times when women talk about, what it's like being a woman, especially in this part of the world, it's always like worst case scenario, right? And there's this phenomenon called being too close to the elephant, where the issue, you're so close to it that you cannot see progress or other nuances or dimensions to the problem. All you see is like that thing that's right in front of you. So when you're standing too close to an elephant, all you're seeing is like the penis-like skin. You can't tell
if it's an elephant
or what it is. But then when you step back, you now see the elephant, you see the horizon, you see that you can either climb it, go under it, move around it, things like that. Yes, there's progress. Because people tend to forget that there's progress. They're always focusing on how, for example, now you mentioned all the ways that Nigeria sucks, right? And then in the same vein, we can say that in this aspect, that you feel more comfortable around here, like you feel like you can do certain things as opposed to what you couldn't do. So I'm just mentioning that so that when we're having these conversations, we can be balanced.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But saying that too, I can't really speak for the girls back here. Because if they come into this room, they might be seeing a different thing. 100%. Because right on while we're having this conversation, like we were going to Jabi Mall. That's where I wanted to wear my shorts. She said, no, just wear something else. So I still wore shorts, but it was like a more baggy, bigger shorts. And we went to the mall. We
you don't used to hear word, eh?
it's compromise. But we saw this, I think they were Filipinos, and they were wearing basically what I wanted to wear. And she said, oh, look at your people, they would have worn it. And the thing is, but we both said, well, they are white people, right? So I feel like on some level, white people and people that you can tell just got back.
You can get to it.
Right? So I can't just come into a room and say, oh, this room smells bad or this room smells nice when I don't stay in the room. They might still be experiencing it because they can tell that they are here.
I also feel that it might also be I don't know what the English word is, but it might also be for lack of a better word,
perspective.
A perspective of the fact that we also don't care.
True.
Having that mentality of they would look reduces the eyes to.
I don't think so. I think it's because we don't live here.
Yeah.
If you live, when I used to live in Nigeria, there's a certain way I used to dress, as opposed to now that I've come back.
To this vacation, that's why I can tell the number of eyes have reduced.
No, I feel like I don't want to say it's not like we don't care, because if somebody had called me a shower or poured water on me,
you wouldn't
that would have left me with trauma. Because growing up in Port Harcourt, there's this place called Mokoro, and from time I've loved short things. But when I would pass with my siblings and pass there, these boys by the corners would be calling you a show, would drag your hand and all that. If I had that experience now, I probably would have gone home.
Location matters too. We're not in a village. I feel like that's why it's not. Like you said, the babes who stay here, their story might be different.
Their story
when the capital, where
different.
things are diluted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I just want to say that I don't want to speak for everybody, because somebody else who lives here has a different story to tell. Sure. And I feel like their story should hold more weight than my story, my 3-week story. It's not the same.
I think her story holds the most weight because she's been in and out regularly.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
And if she's the one, because you're the one who said it, you get you notice those differences yourself.
I know last holiday and this holiday, different. Today I left my friend's house. Anyway, bro, I left. Yeah. The cab guy, for last holiday, they were looking at your breast. I don't even have breast plenty like that. Sorry, I'm saying breast.
Say it, breast. It's in your breast interest.
I'm wearing the big tee.
Wow. Your best interest.
Valid point. But the eyes were not plenty. I walked past all her gates men, the houseboys.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing this thing. The shirt legit is longer than the shorts I'm wearing.
Yeah.
And it was normal.
Okay.
I'm more secure in who I am right now. I feel like maybe that's another thing too. I can literally wear anything I want to wear, and I don't think any look will make me feel like what I'm wearing.
Yeah,
It's because
That's bad, bitch.
Yeah. I'm the bad.
I just feel like you only feel away if someone like did something about it, like called you names or poured water on you, something like that.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's like
it's what it is. You get
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think, like you rightly said, Anita, like all perspectives matter. Of course, you know, and what you need to understand is that, like you said, she's very secure in herself. So she may not even feel the eyes as much as someone who's not secure.
So if you're wearing something and you're not comfortable, best believe you're looking around.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm
You're adjusting.
Yeah.
That's where my heart is.
Yeah. And I remember I used to always mention to babes when I was like, when I would hang out with them, and they're wearing something that is clearly riding or is, you know, very revealing, and they're always adjusting. And I'll ask them, so like, what's the point of wearing this if you're gonna like be so conscious of it?
Adjust with a straight face.
You understand, you know, like
Not adjust and look around.
yeah, it seems like counterintuitive, but let's take a moment to pause and breathe. Relieve the tension. Whatever you're doing, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's resume. There are 3 different shades in this room. We got a light skin, we got a middle,
and the dark.
and we got a dark skin. So what's your experience with colorism? Is that something that you guys deal with?
In Nigeria? Or
Wherever you are, like just in your life in general, do you feel like your skin color is an asset or a liability to you sometimes?
oof, baby.
I know your sister, when we talked about it, she would tell me about how like being dark skinned has been like a problem
For her.
growing up. Yeah. So
It's crazy because I used to be darker than this. A whole lot darker.
Canada just adjusted skin tone, huh? Be like that.
Good weather.
You know. Yeah. So
colorist or race?
Yeah, because I would say I can have a race story to tell, but not
Colorist will not pass your shade of foundation.
even that I haven't really experienced it.
Baby.
I feel like
when we started, I used to use. Not all of us were 8.5.
or literally NC45.
But all one shade.
But no, I know like if I was to tell like a racism story, it's probably gonna be like more in the workplace. Just because in the workplace, first of all, I'm a black woman. My team was all white. I do my nails are always long. I come to work dressed up. I don't believe in leaving your house looking ugly.
That's a stereotype, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, like a shaquisha, you know.
Exactly. So I mean, first of all, I used to work in an ag tech company. So I used to work with a lot of farmers. So they would come with their farm boots and their jeans and everything. And you see me come with my little mules and my short dresses, right? So I used to get some passive aggressive comments. Like my HR director was like, I feel like cutting your nails. Ooh. She was like, I feel like every time I see a nail, I feel like cutting them. Or I would say things and someone wants to correct me and I have to tell them, we were actually colonized by the British. I'm saying it right. You are saying it wrong.
Yeah.
And you know, I will have moments where people would just take advantage.
It's crazy how that's something you have to say.
No, I
colonized by
no, I speak British English. You don't. You're Canadian. You don't know where you even stand. No offense to my people because for the let me come home. But no, like I had so many moments where people would be. So my workplace story is just ignoring the fact that I'm going to be the angry black woman for a couple months until you know that you're going to respect me. And then once we got to that point, it became better. It became, oh, you're friendly now. Looking like that.
No, I'm feeling it because I'm hearing what it takes to, like, you know, assert yourself in a workplace. And the thing is, I can't relate because I've never worked for anyone in my life, right? But I understand that it's a whole different world when you have to, like, ingratiate yourself with people who are different and who have agendas. And if you read a lot of books about this stuff, they always warn you about workplace politics and workplace dynamics and how to, like, you know, sail through unscathed, because it can get very, very, like, bitchy up in there.
When they make comments, you need to silence that fast. You don't shrink yourself to make other people feel better because you deserve to be in that space too. Once they say anything, nip it in the bud. It's not going to happen again. Unless that person wants beef, then.
Remember one time I came with my durag to work.
Durag?
I went to my durag and my manager's like, ooh, nice scarf. I'm like, yeah. Call it, say what you want to say.
Exactly.
HR is not too far from here. If you want to say it looks somehow, it looks really pretty on yourself, you better.
Say your thing, are we going to it?
I don't compliment your hair. I mean, it's the same thing since the day they gave birth to you. I understand. Yeah. But you don't have to compliment the hair every time you see it.
And the thing is, it's not even a compliment, you just want to say something. Just want you to know that we noticed that something's different. But I'm not going to change the way I express myself. Just because I express myself through the way I dress. I'm not going to change that feeling too.
How about you? I know before you quit your job, did you have any, like, weird ass things going on with racism and colorism?
Not really. Yeah, my office and my team, they are quite nice and quite...
Vanessa's job, they gave her flowers.
I'm done!
So clearly she's not facing the same kind of struggles that y'all are facing. I told you it was going to be dope. I told you it was going to be lit. Did I lie? Would I ever lead you guys astray? Don't play with me. Such a vibrant conversation, innit? It actually felt like Charlie's Angels being in that room with Anita, Fanene, and Vanessa. No, more like Rodney's Angels or Rodney's Goddesses. Either way, they understood the mission and they slayed. But we're not done yet. Listen to side B to hear where they're at mentally, as in men. You see what I did there? Yeah? No? Okay, but yeah, this is beyond good.